My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Our new company, which is now active, is www.black-series-edition.com. I keep forgetting to put those hyphens in there. All right, so let's talk about screens that are extremely bad for your ultra short throw projector. And the reason why, when I watch demonstrations on ultra short throw projectors and I see them on these gray and white screens, is the reason why they have to go extremely overboard on paying for things on their projectors to make up for what the screen can't do. That's the problem. Some of them have to go into heavy contrast levels, others have to go into insane amount of color capabilities. And keep in mind, this is just to be able to maintain a standard, decent image, which is pretty bad. So sometimes they have to spend about $3,000, $4,000. A lot of money for a projector. Sometimes it can be $1,800, it can be $1,900, it can be anywhere in that range. Projector we're using in the demonstration is a $60 ultra short throw NEC projector that I picked up off eBay, used for 60 bucks. Anyone interested in these projectors, and I have quite a few customers that are, don't want to spend a lot of money, the projector would cost you around under $200. So here we are displaying the basic color blue on a 120-inch screen, of course, fully lit environment. And again, as I explained before, that gray products, which is not something we're going to bump into a lot. We don't bump into a lot of gray screens, online or offline. We usually bump into a lot of white screens. Once in a blue moon, maybe it's certified, but majority of the screens we bump into are white screens. So customer goes and gets himself an ultra short throw projector. He probably looks into the ultra short throw projectors for ultra short throw screens and finds out that they are extremely expensive, very expensive. The technology we have here is called the Advanced Ambient Projection 48 Black Series Limited Black Edition. So this particular technology runs for around $473. It does a screen size of 32 ounces. We do a screen size of over 150 inches. And keep in mind that, as I said before, certified screens that do have the ultra short throw capabilities would cost the customer probably $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 because they're not gunmetal technology screens. It's more of like a light screen or a silver screen. Silver screens, on the other hand, do pull an extremely high white level, but again, with a higher white level, means that the color is going to have a very difficult time picking up. My projector is 720p at 3600 lumens, and still, screens are having a difficult time picking up. Red screen, YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
So this is how I see people wreck their projection setups. They'll get an ultra short throw projector, maybe they'll calibrate it, maybe they won't. They'll have to put it in an ambient light controlled environment. This would be way too much light for them. Chances are they're going to go with a 100-inch screen because it's going to be to compress the pixels much tighter together, give them a much sharper, brighter image. So 120-inch, 150-inch, it ain't happening. They're pretty much going to go near a projector with a very heavy contrast capability because that is the first thing you're going to notice is they're going to escape the screen even faster as they can't see contrast. Color, not going to happen. So chances are you're going to have to calibrate the machine to try to get the colors to pop right. And again, there's no point in calibrating the screen if you have too much ambient light in the environment that's washing the screen out to begin with. Mind, this is a projector that doesn't have a distance throw because it's literally sitting right up on top of the screen. And with it sitting right on top of the screen, there should be less of a chance of color deterioration due to the fact the screen should be able to maintain quite well because it's sitting right up on top of the screen, but that doesn't help at all. Green screen, YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, the reason why we're going through these solid colors is to show you that, as you see the white screens basically pull up nothing at all. And I see a lot of people with ultra short throw projectors with white screens and they pick up nothing. As for the gray screen picks up a little bit of a better bump than the white screens, but the gray screen is also plagued because neither can it read contrast and the colors don't come up correctly, which means you will have to calibrate. Purple screen, YouTube. I can't even have to say YouTube after every single call.
You're gonna.
Yes, go grab this one. There you go. So now you can see where basically the black technology we're using is pulling a solid color on every single color that I call out. Because black technology and the technology we develop has a heightener which allows the screen to accept and read white light. But not only that, it allows the screen to accept a 100% contrast level, something that these screens can't pick up. And the black versus black demonstrations, black fabric, and so forth shows that our technology also too can maintain its white levels over any other black surface. Pretty cool, eh? Let's go with a sky blue screen, YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
So every time I talk to a customer, it's the same thing. They'll tell me that, hey, look, I got this screen. I got this really crazy projector, does this, does that. But I have to be in the dark all the time because colors will wash out. It doesn't pick up contrast. And quite frankly, they do not want to calibrate at all, period. Let's go with the Starfield screensaver, YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, as I mentioned before, contrast is everything. It is everything. It's involved in everything. And without contrast, well, you can't pick up proper colors. Without contrast, you have no depth or no detail to your images. It will give you a more refined image because you can pick up that contrast level. And again, without spending thousands of dollars for a projector, that will give you contrast, but you can't really get that black level as you're actually on an official black screen. Hold on for a minute. Now, you have to be careful because you have to make sure that you're getting exactly what you paid for. This is why it's very important for us to do these tests to show you exactly what you're getting, because again, at the end of the day, you don't want to end up with a screen thinking it's going to give you a contrast level when you can't get anything from it, and you're still going to be subjected to buying a projector with a very heavy contrast level in order to be able to pick up that contrast. Well, you're not going to pick up black. That shade of gray you're going to need at the end of the day. See how our screen can produce a 100% star field demonstration. My projector only has a 2000 to 1 contrast ratio. That's it. So the whole object of the ultra short throw technology is so you can have a 100-inch screen up close and personal without having a projector sitting behind you, just like a TV. The only problem is they don't react like TVs due to the fact that there's not a screen proper enough to be able to make that projector perform the way it's designed to. This is why when I go on YouTube and I go on my search to find an ambient light projection screen with an ultra short throw, I can't find one. This is exactly what you should be picking up off your projector. If you can't watch the stars in a fully lit environment, your contrast is not working. And I get this all the time from people who have projectors with whopping contrast capabilities. The first thing I ask is, excuse me, can you put on a star field demonstration and turn all the lights on? "4K demonstrations, LG, black contrast, YouTube."
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, to prove it theory, like I said, your 2 million to 1, 3 million to 1, whatever you may have at the end of the day, does not see contrast. It just picks up a shade of gray. That's all you're seeing.
At the 75th anniversary event at Raymore and Flanagan, save on 75 pieces perfect for every room.
Now, I'm going to show you something. We're going to bring in a 1,000 lumen projector. I'm going to show you not only you can't pick up on ultra short throw, but you can't see on long throws either. Not even at 1,000 lumens. Set this ready. Bring in a 1,000 lumen projector and show you exactly. I get this all the time. Long throws are sitting at a distance and you still can't pick up and see it. 8K desired nature, YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's 36. We're going to do a 36 short throw. We're going to do 1,000 lumens long throw. All right, let's see where speed player is. There she is. There she is. Now we call this projector Old Faithful. It's a very old machine. Let me move you guys over here. Let's put up our, let's see. Guess I'll do some fish. Put that right there. Make sure you get your money's worth when you purchase your projector. Because the last thing you want to do is get cheated. Fire sticks upstairs. I forgot. Yep. All right, let's hook this up. I remember I had a challenge on that 1,000 lumen projector. Swap out for 1,000 lumens for 1 year. They didn't even do it. Didn't even try it. And as I said before, if you're interested in my projector here on the floor, like I said, under $200. I sell these to customers all the time. They come in, and these are customers buying for the first time, and they think they got to go out and spend all this money for the expensive ultra short throw. They think they got to be stuck to a 100-inch screen. No, you don't. The reason why you just want to try to do a 150-inch on a gray screen or white screen and the image washes out, because again, it can't even maintain at 100 inches. You can't have it at 150 inches. That's 10 times more light making contact with the screen. And you're going to be expanding your pixels, you're going to put stress on them, and you're going to do this detail, which you can't pick up on a white screen because, again, no contrast. On a gray screen, again, no contrast. I told you, gray screen is just a little bit of a bump up from a white screen. So how is it that we got people out there who have these expensive ultra short throw projectors and they're stuck in the dark? Even at 100 inches, they're stuck in the dark. And here we are with a $60 720p eBay projector. We can project at 120 inches, 150 inches with barely next to any contrast whatsoever. And we can produce all this in a fully lit environment. Yeah, I know, because the projection screen companies will tell you you got to be in ambient light controlled environments. Yeah, right. That's our protocol. It's telling you, brainwashing, telling you at the end of the day what you have to do. You don't see me sitting in an ambient controlled environment. I've never been in one before. What's that like? So again, how do you wreck your ultra short though? Right out of the box, stick it on a white or gray screen. That's how you wreck it. Want to change your environment out? When you hook it up with one of these screens, you're going to be darkening the environment. You don't want any light coming in there because that may wash your screen out. You got to calibrate because your colors don't come in correctly. Still got to be in those dark environments because contrast levels are not going to pull correctly. And at the end of the day, you're not seeing black. You're picking up a dark shade of gray. Now we've got 3,600 lumens, right? And we got 1,000 lumens. Sometimes I leave stuff out in the caption. So let's see. Let's go take out the ultra short throw. Do you see that? So let me get this straight. My $60 projector I have on the floor can outperform your $2,000 or $3,000 projector? I didn't pay that kind of money for it at the end of the day. $60. I own about 5 of those machines in the house. Some I paid $140, some I paid $150 for. I own 5 of them. And if anyone's going to sit there and say, but I got it 2 million to 1, I got a black screen. I'm way beyond your 2 million to 1. Are you kidding me? And I can do this in a fully lit environment. Let's see you use your 2 million to 1 in a fully lit environment on a gray screen and see what happens. I can stick my screen right next to a window with my 1,000 to 1, with my 100 to 1 contrast. I've had that conversation in the forum site quite a few times when someone will come and say, oh, that's what you're using? I don't show them the screen, I just show them the projector. Wow, my projector has a 2 million, 3 million to 1. That's interesting. My screen's black. Check this out. Turn my lights on and watch space. How about you? Oh, you can't do that, can you? Screen will wash out. I watch the tannish around the corners start to come up and the screen starts to fade out. How much money did you spend at the end of the day? So that's why I try to tell them that you're not getting what you think you're getting from your screen, especially for those who are using white screens, because I bump into a lot of you guys at the end of the day who have white screens on high-end projectors. You really think the projector is going to fix your problem. That's the problem right there. You think because you spent a lot of money for this projector that it's going to give you everything that you think you're going to see at the end of the day. You're not getting anything at all, period. You might just have somebody come in your house with a samurai sword, cut your projector in half, let them take the other half, and you take the other half and just leave it at that. You only get half, that's it. As I said before, your projection setup, the minute you buy your projector, you have half of your projector. The other half comes from the screen. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay, let's come out of here for a minute. We'll knock this machine out, my $60 machine. And we'll put on our 1,000 lumen projector. Paid $75 for this machine over here. First time I saw it, I fell in love with it. I said, oh, this is fantastic. It's fantastic for demonstrations. Because it's really old. It discontinued in 1999. Is that a gem or what? Give her a moment. Takes the time. She's older. We call her Old Faithful. That's Old Faithful sitting over there. I wish they had a projector that had a good amount of power to it. You know, 235.1 settings, all that cool stuff, and a little projector like that. You know how easy that thing is to transport around the house? Pretty nice. I'm going to come over here and see what we can do. Okay, let's see. I'm going to jump this image up. No, that's not looking for. There we go. Thousand lumens, 720p, 600 by 800 res. This is what I love about that projector. It is old. Discontinued in 1999 when Prince's big hit came out in 1999. That's how old that projector is. Do you see how beautiful it looks on the technology? This is the reason why we love the this technology under the Black Series. because it pulls the highest white level in all our black technology. Let me put you over here so you can get a front row seat. Red screen, YouTube. That's on a projector. SPGA, old relic of machine. This is why when I go into forum rooms and somebody pops up with this high-end JVC projector, like, look at this freaking projector I got, look what it does. Turn the lights on and put on a star field. What do you want me to do that for? Yeah, just turn the lights on and put on the star field. I want to see this. So all this power in this machine. And that screen will wash right on out. I see it every single time. That tannish color all around the screen. That's a lot of money you spend on a machine. All right, here we go. Here's my 1,000 lumen projector right here. Watch this Goliath, because this projector is massive. And I do one of these demonstrations. You got 50% of your projector. Nice $50,000 projector you got there, but you only got 50% of it because the other half goes into the screen. Blue screen, YouTube. Black screens don't require, well, our black technology doesn't require calibrating. You don't need to. That's how powerful the our technology under the Black Series are. That our customers can take that $75 projector, probably less. I got a projector here I paid $34 for. Can you believe that? $34. It's an Optima. I'll bring that one down here. We'll do some demonstrations on the low-end projectors we have. And I think that one's 3,000 lumens, but I paid $34 for it. This one's $75, and it's 1,000 lumens. It's a Sony VPL CS4. So that means on this technology, customer can come in here and they could basically have a projector just like that and produce an amazing image in all this light. Mind you, we did this on a demonstration. If you want, you can go to the website anytime and check out our test demonstrations, which we have on display. And you can check out this technology versus a whopping 5,000 lumen projector side by side to see which one 5,000 versus 1,000 lumens. This projector was able to maintain its level next to a 5,000 lumen projector because that screen generates that much gain at the end of the day. This is why I like the demonstrations when the projection screens come out. We have a 0.0 and 0.9. Well, show me at the end of the day what's the difference if I take a 1,000 projector, 1,000 lumen projector next to 5,000. I'm going to get the same thing. Oh, let's change that a little bit. Slow color changer, YouTube. Now, what's the point of a gray or white screen now? Doesn't run on a 1,000 lumen projector. Certainly doesn't run on ultra short throw. The only thing they can do is pull a white level. That's what gray screens do. But they pull a a lower white level than a white screen. But when it comes to color, they have a slight little bump. That's it. I like that projector so much. Oh, no HDMI ports on this thing. It's too old. HDMI was even around when this thing came out. We're using the converter for it. Some people like to use converters because they said the colors don't come out right. No, that's not true. It's because you're using it on a white screen. It doesn't make a difference what you use. It's definitely not going to come out. $4K, no screensavers, YouTube. Can't pick up the blue. That's the problem. It can see white levels, of course. It just can't see the blue. That's why they're not registering. So our screen can maintain a white level and see color at the same time, where they can see a white level, but they can't see color. And if you can't see color, then you definitely can't see contrast. Should have put in the demonstration how to cheat your portable projector and your ultra short throw. I have to change that. I kind of like to do things at the spirit of a moment. You know, I don't like to, you know, how do you say it, stage the whole thing. I kind of like to come in and just swap things out, bring projectors and just randomly swap them out in the middle of videos. Because I don't see other people doing it. They have to stay with the projector that they're comfortable with. Let's see. Let's grab ourselves another one. Now you see all that detail in the cottage, the trees in the background, the fence. The white screen can pick up, the gray screen can pick up the white levels, but they can't pick up the detail. Contrast is involved in everything. Unless you're sitting there watching an all white screen all day long, that's the only way. But keep in mind, anything you're watching, if it's a snowstorm, there's going to be trees in the background, there's going to be some black mixed into that. The problem is that they're going through a whiteout effect. You can't see the contrast. It's supposed to be contrast and detail all in there. That's why I said, if you're buying an ultra short throw projector, yeah. And if you're buying the Pico projector or one of those portable projectors behind me, white screens and gray screens, extremely bad idea. Silver screens, even worse, because a silver screen generates more white light than a gray screen at the end of the day, and you're watching your screen even faster. Or you're going to be dealing with maybe hot spots, and you could be triggered off with a rainbow effect. You ever witnessed a DLP rainbow effect? I have done that one before 2 times, and it's a very unpleasant experience, let's put it that way. It's like the equivalence of having Thanksgiving dinner and getting on the teacups. Feels just like that. Or you definitely will turn into a human fountain in the middle of your living room. That's definitely going to happen if you ever witnessed that craziness. I didn't even know what it was at first. The first time I saw it, it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's like someone flashed a rainbow literally in front of my face. Didn't know what it was. It's really weird. That's one of the things that a lot of people wouldn't go near the DLP projectors because of the rainbow effect. Now, sad thing about it is majority of most people that will buy ultra short throw projectors will end up with a white screen, not a gray screen, a white screen. That's from experience of dealing with customers, that when my customers call in, it's rare we bump into somebody with a gray screen. Usually all of them will have a white screen, because that's what they'll do. They'll go and buy a white screen, it's cheaper. They'll buy this projector to go, wow, 2:1 contrast, and there's all these colors, and it does this and that and the other. The projector's going to make up for what the screen can't do. Don't do that. That's the biggest lie on the face of the planet. That's why you guys are calling me, asking, telling me that the minute I turn my lights on, the screen washes out, doesn't pull up color correctly. I can't see contrast. It's like my freaking menu is useless at the end of the day. Right, that's an ultra short though. You're sitting right up on top of the screen with 3,000 lumens at less than a foot away. So there's no problem there with your lumens. Your lumen counts are good. The screen just can't maintain it, that's all. Some people I bump into and they say, well, I went to Sherman-Williams, I went someplace, I bought some gray paint, mixed it myself, and didn't really see a difference. They want to be able to use their screens in fully lit environments like we do over here. That's what they want to do. Now this projector has I think 100:1 contrast. It's very low. Starfield Screensaver, YouTube. So because this projector can produce a over 2:1 contrast, because it's physically a black screen, that means that projector produces a better contrast than the P2, which sits on a gray screen and can't be in a fully lit environment because it'll wash out. So by our standard of our technology, any projector you use, as long as it's not a knockoff, is over 2 million to 1. You can pick up proper colors. You don't even have to calibrate. Who would calibrate that anyway? It's an old projector. That's the benefit that the customer has at the end of the day. An SVGA 720p projector, they really don't have to spend the money. You know how cheap an SVGA 720p projector is that doesn't even have HDMI ports on the back of it? You know how cheap those things are? Yeah, they're very cheap. Extremely cheap. And yet you can take that same projector, hit the screen, and get a beautiful image in 100% contrast. Let's go over to, let's go check out what's going on over here. That's not going to work. Anything that picks up contrast is not going to work on this. Let's try the LG Jazz. LG Jazz demonstration, YouTube. Now you're going to pick up. So somebody's going out and spending $4 grand for a projector. I can go to eBay, probably get this for now around 50 bucks. And I can do a demonstration and I could level your projector's capabilities that fast, that quick, because your projector is pretty much from the door has lost. The minute you turned it on, the minute it hit the screen, you've already lost. Because they can't pull anything at the end of the day. The projector has the capability. They're incredible machines. The only problem is they're just cut short by the screen. Interesting thing about it, I've mentioned this many times, when this projector was in its heyday, when people were spending the money for this projector when it first came out, sad thing about it, the people who developed that technology didn't even know what they had. They couldn't even see the full potential of what that machine was designed to do because they cheated it on a white screen. And because they cheated it on a white screen, they never saw the full potential of what it does. Just like school districts who spend millions of dollars on projectors to replace their old projectors because they think they're outdated. And there's nothing wrong with them. They're just projecting them on white screens. That's why they wash out. They don't pick up on all the lighting in the environment. When we could take one of their old projectors, introduce it to this technology, and allow it to be able to function with no problem. And for those who say, oh, but those are whiteboards they use. Oh, we have a technology for whiteboards. We thought of everything. We literally have a technology that you could spray over an interactive board and it will still function. My Sony projector has that technology built into it. It basically has pens that you can draw on the screen. So we've had that a long time ago. But like I said, what's the point of buying new projectors when the old projectors work just fine? We got a projector here from 1999. It's working perfectly fine. I mean, the only thing about it, probably getting Wi-Fi, pretty much that's about it. But other than that, no, it works perfectly fine, which means that they don't have to buy new projectors. That means it doesn't cost the taxpayers extra money. Some more money in your pocket. Instead of some company lying to them and telling them that, oh, this is what you need. You have to buy this projector right here. It's the latest, da 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 da. Yeah. Oh, do. Let's see. I like this little projector so much. I wonder if I can get anything older than 1999. I'm curious what reel-to-reel looked like on this stuff. Reel-to-reel on a black screen? That would be interesting. Of course, black and white movies would be insane because the screen's physically black, that's why. Yeah, it's interesting. A reel-to-reel, 35 millimeter, would look insane on black technology because the black levels would be 100% because they watched a lot of black and white movies on that. I could do that on a white screen at the end of the day. LG Beta Fish, YouTube. on my machine. "8K Desired Nature," YouTube. So I figure if we can't get the 3600 lumen projectors, that's what these are, 3600 lumens to pick up. And again, it's sitting closer than the ultra short throw. Now we have the ultra short throw back farther at 1000 lumens, and it still picks up. That's why I said gray screens and white screens are useless. They don't pick up for jack. They don't work with ultra short throws. They don't work with long throws. They work with nothing. In order to use them, you have to be stuck in the dark. Like I said before, how are they going to save you money when they can't save money themselves? So right now in this room, we got $135 worth of technology. 60 bucks on the floor, ultra short throw, 75. This projector has about 100-to-1 contrast. I think that's what it is. Give you a front row seat. I was talking to a customer today. And thank you so much for the business. I appreciate it. And the first thing he said was, he did his research. Couldn't find anyone that does demonstrations on our level. I give people that challenge at the end of the day. Go out, see how many people are doing demonstrations on our level. Check the certified screens, check all of them. And see how many people are doing demonstrations on our level. It's the same thing. I see the same thing every time. Got to stick to those projectors like a woman's favorite pair of shoes. I had a couple of my sister's contact me. What you mean favorite pair of shoes? You know darn well what I'm talking about. It's like walking into one of like a mini store, all these shoes, all selection. You guys only pick out that one pair. What's up with that? How beautiful the greens pop on an SVGA projector. They don't do projector swap outs. When you see a demonstration with a certified screen, they come like, you know what, let's take this projector out and let's stick a 720p in there. What about that? No, you'll never see that, ever. You will never see that. Even with the nay paints, you will never see that. I see them start off with some lights on and then it just turns into a dark environment at the end. Because the screen's washing out the entire time when the lights are out. And in the back of their mind, they have to basically turn the lights up because they don't even have a choice in order to make the image look somewhat a little better. And either way, they all end up in the dark. This demonstration will start and end with all lights on, even with a projector swap out. What are we requesting? Display. I usually just go on the form sites. I show off my projector. I usually never show the screen off until the last minute. So how much you want to bet my projector versus yours? And I bring it my old faithful 1000 projector, and people come with these high. Oh yeah, bet that right there. Are you kidding me? Thing's a freaking paperweight. All right. Better contrast. So and so and so. We do contrast demonstrations first. Yeah, they'll pull out that black screen and be like, no, this is not going to go well. I was like, I had a feeling you got me. Good thing we weren't paying for pink slips for machines at the end of the day. I got your projector. Because they'll have some high-grade silver or some gunmetal technology or something like that. I'm not passing that machine. I'm passing that brick at my paint. Forward to the outer short throw. Fire stick display can't even pop up correctly. Fire stick displays are supposed to be black when they come on, not gray. right. Do some demonstrations downstairs, but first I'm going to get online and do some gaming and check out that Overwatch. Oh, we got the wrong looking controls over here. There's my big old tropical fish. Oh, it's the screen right there. It's black background. Now we're on ultra short throw display. That's off. And we switch back over to the ultra short throw. So I think I'm gonna go back to some fish. Leave that on for the rest of the day. YouTube, relaxing 4K tropical fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
What's bugging you? Whatchamacallit? Yeah, or anything's bugging you, Taco. You're a strange dude.
I'm a county sheriff, veteran.
Oh, please with that.
Say, these Southern boys are fixing critters. This is the first peacock partnership from everywhere.
Oh, we can rub the lights. Hopefully that'll work, but it won't. All right, well, that's basically about it. Isn't much to talk about. At the end of the day, it just shows you that at the end of the day, the gray screens, white screens don't work at all, period. Can't see contrast, I can't see color. Turn the lights on, they automatically wash right on out. And get my screen back to normal. As I said before, you know, I haven't seen one yet. I haven't seen a paint and dry demonstration in a fully lit environment next to a window. I haven't seen that yet. On a gray screen. Never seen one. At all, period. And I'm not just talking about a bunch of colors, because I said before that any gray paint can pull, or any white paint can pull the exact same thing. But I've never seen one done. Because the problem you're going to have is the fact that the screen's going to have a very hard and difficult time maintaining color and contrast. It has to be done in a dark environment. I don't know how you paint your screens in dark environments. I don't even know how that even works. Right, so enjoy. I got to be downstairs in the basement after do a couple of demonstrations. As a matter of fact, ultra short throw. I like doing 1,000 lumens on here. I'm going to turn this off. Put my orchestra, whatchamacallit on. I'm going to throw my 1,000 lumen projector on. How far we can push this back? I'm curious. Trying to see how big a screen I can get if I move my projector a little farther back. How big I can go. I like using the 1,000 projector. I really do. Let me see what I get out of this. I'll push that back a little bit farther. I want as close to the ceiling as I possibly can get it. Oh, that looks amazing. I gotta get something to equal that out a little bit. Maybe some paper. Oh, wait, I can just check this way. Yeah, get something under this layer. There we go. That's better. Now we got it all the way back here. And I'm going to push up as high as I can because I want it to be near the lights as much as possible, as close as I can possibly get it. This is more funner for me. Even though we do a distance on the ultra short throw, but 1,000 lumens at 1999 old projector, this is actually more fun for me. See, if I had this projector right here and it could give me a much bigger image, or maybe with short throw, oh, this is all I would use. I literally wouldn't even bother with this stuff down here. Why would I? You know how small that thing is? I could easily just mount that thing to the ceiling or put it up on a shelf somewhere and I am done. That's it. That's why I said that my projector I'm going to be getting is an Epson 1,000 lumen projector. It's going to be ultra short throw. So if this does it at, we're about 13 feet in here we have back here and here. If it does it at 13 feet, then an ultra short throw is a cakewalk because it's right up on top of the screen. We gotta get some sound in here for this setup. Let me see what we got going over here. I'll put you guys over there. We should get a hookup from here. Yeah, we can hook up from here. Keep Joker away from it. Alright, this is going to be using for a while. The ultra short throw in here for a bit. I'm going to swap over to the 1,000 projector and use that for now. Not for now, we use for a while. This is what I mean by projector swap outs. If I want to use ultra short though, we'll get out of here. We're dropping 1,000 lumens. Now with 3,600 lumens on the floor, we just traded up or traded down for 1,000 lumens. And we pushed the screen all the way up to the top. The reason why we can do this without any worries is because technology's tested. 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
I have people out get upset at me because I keep saying technology is tested. Well, it is. Pretty sure everything in your house is tested before you bought it. Like the refrigerator, your ovens, appliances, brakes on your car, smoke detector, stuff like that. Tires on your car, all that good stuff. So why would you expect your screen paint to be tested? You should expect for it to be tested. That's why a lot of you who bought from him are sitting up there with house paint on your walls, because stuff's not tested. Not never. What? Sit down and watch this. Oh, I forgot. We got to do the Apple display outside of that. So we got the Apple display to do, because that's reminding me, we did the display on the screen, right on this one right here outside on the window on the glass. So we need to do the Apple display. All right, I gotta break this down because I ain't trying to do too much. Let me see. We got I want to do one gamer today and one Apple today. Those are all done pre-recorded. So I'll do that. Now tomorrow I'll do another gamer, and that'll complete that one. Do a couple of demonstrations in here on a 1,000 lumen projector. Do you need a 1,000 lumen projector work on our black technology screen paint? Let's find out. Well, 1999. I gotta look that up too. How old is that projector? Let me check that thing out. There it is. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. I'll have to do a short one for the 1,000 projector because I do want this on the website. I gotta go. Thank you all and God bless. And as I said before, again, when you're buying these ultra short term projectors or any kind of projector, a white screen, gray screen, and silver screens are not in the direction you want to go. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration. This is why before I come out here and just start saying stuff, I have to be able to back it up. Thank you all and God bless.